So for my coding hour project, I decided to do a activity from code.org. I decided to do one of the more bare basic activities that they suggest for the second grade level. I decided to do the dance party activity because when I went and watched and observed an hour of code for my practicum this semester, this was one that was particularly popular with the kids I was observing, so I decided to try this one out. Fortunately, my with the version of Screenomatic I have, the free version, you cannot record computer audio and microphone audio at the same time. You have to upgrade. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you visually some things I did with this program. So with um this, I'll turn it down because I don't know what will happen if I have it up. But so there's various things you can do with the bare basic block coding. You put everything in your basic setup, such as background effects, characters, and so on, in here. And you can adjust the size of characters and where they are. So, and set up repeating actions is pretty easy to use. The only problem with it's fairly easy program to use, pretty easy to understand. It didn't take long to figure out. I think the thing that's a little tricky with it, and I know is tricky with actual real world coding, is figuring out if you put something in the wrong place. It kind of takes a little bit of experimentation to figure out, is this block in the correct place? Is this line of code in the correct place, in the correct order? But that's really great because it gives students an opportunity to figure out on their own um, how things work. So I'm going to show you a little bit of how you can change it a little bit. So I'm going to just show how it can be easily changed. Like, I'm going to do the visual effects so you can see more of what I'm talking about. So let's say I want to change the visual effects completely. So I'm going to change background effect to sparkles with a black and white and confetti foreground effect. Um, so here goes. I'm going to run it in the corner over here. So it kind of changes the background a bit. For the fun, I decided to have the tint randomized, so each time the pineapple characters are moving each time I reload it, the tint changes. And I'll show you a little bit how you can change. So instead of every 4 measures, I can have it every 8 measures. And let's see, let's see if there's another thing I can do. That would be interesting to show. Oh, the layout. You can change the layout. That's one thing. Hopefully I got, let's see. So we already have it in a row, but I'll show you something different. I think one of the favorites is a circle. So we're going to put 6 pineapples in a circle. Well, yeah, 6 pineapples in a circle. That sounds like a good idea. And then I'm going to change up the dance moves a little bit. And then we're going to run it again. So it's going to be a little bit different this time around with the coding. So it's fairly straightforward to use. There's a lot of creativity with it. So I think it would be a really fun activity if you have if you have students that are coding for the very first time. I'm not sure if it would be great for elementary students, but I'm not sure about middle school students. I guess it depends on what district you work for, because the middle school students I were talking to have been coding since second grade and using code.org since second grade or so. So it wouldn't necessarily be something to introduce your very tech savvy kids to, but it would be something very helpful if you had some first time coders in your class or if you had younger kids. And I think with this it would be a very easy lesson to set up for a coding hour because it's fairly straightforward. All you need is a browser, and it's just teaching kids how to use JavaScript, so it's not too much of a difficult coding language. I'll try to see if I can share a link to my final video if you wanted to see how the video with the music turns out. But anyway, thank you for listening. I hope everyone's having fun with their coding activities, and I look forward to seeing all of yours. Thank you.